Dionne. Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of the First Family of Vegas Daily Free Picks Winner Show. That's right, guys. The First Family of Vegas show has come to you every weekday on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, joined by some of the world's best documented handicappers and some of the world's biggest sports bettors. It's brought to you by the best website in the business on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, SportsMemo. Guys, we're going to be releasing a ton of free pick winners. We're going to get you out of here on time so you can take advantage of those free pick winners. We've got some great betting insights, and we're going to have a few laughs to boot. So join us each weekday so we can improve your bankroll. We've got a great show today. This looks like a dating site. I got to be honest. Let me go around the horn. Jesse Schule, Sean Higgs, Stevie Seagrave. Jesse, good morning. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Joe. NBA playoffs start this weekend, and I'm all fired up about it.
All fired up, an old Pat Benatar song. Sean Higgs, how are you today?
I'm all right. Apparently Steve didn't get the memo for the black shirts today.
This is true, but he's also on a panel with all Yankee fans. He doesn't know that.
I know this guy with his Boston hat on. I'm trying to give him benefit of doubt because he wins a lot, and I like the guy since I've been on the show a couple times. Seems like a good guy.
Steve does a great job. Listen to me. Yeah. We're going to get him. He doesn't know that slowly and surely we're going to change him. He's going to put something up in the background. We'll have a picture of the Red Sox with Bucky Dent in the background. We're going to get to him sooner or later.
What are you talking about, bro? The Yankees stink. The Red Sox are better than the Yankees this year. The Red Sox are better than the Yankees. I don't care what they're doing.
How dare you say that coming from back east?
They will be at the end. At the end, they will be.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. They'll die. They'll have a problem on the road as they do every year. Steve, how are you today, by the way?
I'm great. I'm also looking forward to the NBA playoffs this weekend.
I'm glad. We've got Anthony Thornhill already chiming in. We've got some great stuff, guys, coming on today. Dionne is taking another day off. She's doing some stuff behind the scenes. She's still on fire. Number 2 capper overall last 7 days at SportsMemo. I got a banner for her, guys. Look at this. See how great this is? See, if I don't do this, she'll get a divorce lawyer. She knows where all the money is and all the bodies are buried. Number 2 capper overall last 7 days at SportsMemo, 64% MLB run. She's got an early game winner posted already at SportsMemo. She told me to tell everybody she'll have some NBA up later today for the weekend. We've got some other things going on. The First Family Show is on its own YouTube channel. Subscribe now, like it, ring that bell so you don't miss a single show, a single betting insight, a single free play winner, or any of our laughs. We're going to have a blast today, as usual, when Dionne's not here. I'm not saying it's a better show. I'm saying we can let our hair down a little bit, especially me and Sean, who don't have any. I can say that because we don't have any here. Some great things on the NBA.
Unlike you, I shaved mine. I'm by choice. I shaved today. Try to get freshy for the show, nice and clean.
Listen, I shave mine too. It's not listen, in my defense, Sean, if you dated my ex, you wouldn't even have eyebrows. My hair started falling out over that woman. I'll tell you right now. But on a nice note, I just want you to know her life is a shambles. So anyway, having said that, that's horrible, but it's true. Come on, guys. I know it's horrible. We're supposed to turn the other cheek, but there's only one Gandhi, one Martin Luther King, and there's certainly only one Jesus Christ, guys. I'm not any of those guys. All right, so I find enormous happiness in joy in the fact that she turned out to be just a train wreck, which is great. I know. Come on. Everybody out there has one ex where they go, oh.
Make sure you post her Instagram so everybody can follow her.
What's that? She doesn't even have Instagram. That's how much she looks bad. I'm telling you right now. I wish that she looked like a meth head or something. She looks really bad, which is good. I find enjoyment in that. Oh, guys, come on, man. We all have an ex that, yeah, oh, no, I wish her all the best. But secretly you hate her, and she's one of those. Having said, but honestly, Sean, as soon as I started with her, my hair started falling out. I'm surprised I even have eyebrows left. Having said all that, NBA postseason is upon us. We've got another playing game, a couple playing games, going on, and then Saturday full force playoffs, Sunday playoffs. The 19th also brings us the NHL playoffs. Any thoughts or comments on that, Jesse?
Yeah, don't bet on star players just because they got big fancy names. I'm planning on having some underdogs in the NBA playoffs just because I see some opportunity there. Same goes for the NHL. regular season records, throw them out. The best team in the NHL almost never wins the Stanley Cup, the best regular season team. Anybody can win in the NHL. Everybody's a live dog. So, tread lightly with the favorites in both NHL and NBA playoffs.
How about the Jersey Wise guy? NBA, NHL, any thoughts or comments, Sean?
I'll look a little more into NHL now that the playoffs are here. For the year, I think I only had about maybe 40 picks up for the entire season. And I say this all the time. People are like, oh, you like NBA? I'm like, NBA starts in September when I got NFL, college football, which historically I'm going to be good at, and I have baseball going on. I can't get into it. Now I can. But you know what? I didn't look good the last 2 days. I took a couple unders in these playing games and not meant to be. But
I put out a play last night, Sean, and I got.
Well, why do we have playing games for 20-point blowouts?
I know.
If you're getting crushed, if you need a playing game to get crushed by 15, you probably want a playoff team anyway.
No, I agree. I will tell you this. I did put out a game last night. I got crushed. I had the Bulls last night, which just goes to show that I hate every team in the history of Chicago. I'll tell you that. Steve, any thoughts or comments on NBA, NHL?
Yeah, I'm looking to get back in the saddle with the NHL. I stepped away from it for a little while towards the end of the season, but with the playoffs here now, there should be some value in some of the player props that I like to play. And then NBA, rough night last night. I wish I would have went with my gut. I knew the Mavericks were going to take down the Kings, and I should have taken them. I should have had the guts to take it, but I didn't, and second-guessing myself on that one.
You did mention that to me a few days ago, I think in the green room before we came out, something about that, and I'm surprised you just didn't pull the trigger on it.
No, I didn't. I should have taken them at least with the points, and I had a feeling they were going to win outright. That Kings team, especially with Malik Monk on the shelf, I'm not a big believer in that team. They can't play defense. So
no, I got you. A couple of quickies, guys, and everybody on this panel I know and everybody out there loves a morning quickie. Next week we're thinking about a pajamas show. We did that a couple of times last year. We had a lot of fun with it, but I have to talk to Sean about that because rumor has it he sleeps in his birthday suit. He can't come on naked. He has to actually wear underwear. You got to at least wear something from the waist.
Take my shirt off.
Everybody asked, I got hit something. I mentioned something yesterday on the air about doing some stuff around the house. I did some stuff around the house. Today I'm power washing the yard. Got a great pool area, 4 professional grills, a smoker, a charcoal, a griddle, and a propane. I got a mixing system. I got a kegerator keeps when I be at 32 degrees. I got 5 sitting areas. Power washing the backyard because Jesse will be excited about this. I got a couple of 1 3/4 grass-fed Wagyu ribeye steaks going on the grill today. So I want to make sure everything's status quo. Jesse's a meat eater, nutrition-wise, guys. I don't know about his personal life. I will tell you. I got it. I love it. Got some great stuff. Will tell you. Somebody else asked me because we mentioned I'm going to be streaming something last night. Somebody asked in Twitter, what do I watch? So last night we got caught up on Mobland. Great show. Tom Hardy kills it in that show. Amazing show. Happy Face we got caught up on. It's a good. Moves a little slow. I'm not the biggest Dennis Quaid fan, but it's a good show. It's a grabber. The Mighty Gemstones were caught up again, and I love that show. And we got into a new show. We watched the first 2 episodes last night, Friends and Neighbors. I'm not in love with John Hamm, but sports fans, Sean and I talk about movies and shows all the time. Friends and Neighbors, interesting thing. John Hamm, big-time Wall Street guy, loses his job, has to start robbing his friends' houses. It's actually it sucks you in. The first 2 episodes are pretty good. Good stuff. I'm
still stuck on the fact you got 4 grills and you weigh about $165.
You know, everybody knows.
That's like me and Steve.
I keep myself in good shape, Sean, but as I got older, carrying 197 was a lot. It was a lot. My joints were hurting, dude. So about 4 months.
197 because you're 5'2". I mean, come on.
Yes, but I got a 19-inch neck. My neck is 19, buddy, okay? So I have to carry that. Otherwise, my neck – I used to mess around with Mike Tyson all the time. He had a 19. Mine was 19.25. I used to tell him I date girls with bigger necks than him, and he used to – Joey, that's not funny. But I was 197, carrying 197 very well. I wear a 52 jacket, Sean, all right? But I'm 5'6", 5'7", if I am 5'7". But it was too much on my joints. So I just cut –
52 jacket? Who are you?
Yeah, I wear a 52. I wear a 52.
I'm 6'1", 310, and I wear a 54.
That's because I date girls with bigger shoulders than you. Now listen to me. God's got a great sense of humor, Sean. Made all us the same. We got no war heroes. We can't dunk a basketball, but we're all built like houses. What can I say?
Yeah.
We're all, we're the last ones to know when it rains. No, it's like 51.5. All right, I rounded up just like I tell people I'm 5'8". But honestly, dude, I had to lean down.
Go ahead, Jesse. Jesse's dying to
My
talk.
knees and my back were hurting, dude. I'm telling you. My knees and my back. So I leaned down. I went back down to 168. I didn't like it there. I'm about 172, 173. But no, I got 4 grills. I got a propane, a gas, a charcoal, and a griddle. I got a prep table back there. I got a full bar. I got a fridge. I got a misting system, a sound system. I got 3 fire pits. I've got a light system back there. It's great. My backyard is paradise. But I'll be backyard starting today. Chris just sent me some. Okay. I'll be back there today fixing everything up because by tomorrow I'll be out there every morning doing laps in the pool. That's for sure. But no, Sean, to be honest with you, we're not kids anymore. Steve is young. Jesse's old. You're not a kid anymore. I think I'm the oldest on the panel, even though you all look like my grandfathers. I will tell you, when you get older, your joints start to hurt. So I had to lean down.
Hey, Joe, say hi to Anthony in the chat. He wants to say hi to you.
Anthony? Where's my buddy Anthony?
Yeah.
I love Anthony.
So I'm only like an inch and a half taller than Joe, but I might have wore a 52 jacket when I was 16 years old. Right about now, I might be able to get a 52 jacket around my left arm. I don't know what size of jacket I wear, but it's got to be it's going to be like looking like a tent.
Yeah, but Jesse bench presses an Oldsmobile. He works out every day.
I mean, I'm an inch and a half taller than Joe and 100 pounds heavier than him. Just put that into perspective.
You do have a head that resembles Sammy Sosa's post steroids. I'm not going to lie to you. You got a big head. I'm not going to lie to you. We could put 3 holes in that, throw it down an alley. I'll tell you that.
James Gandolfini, maybe? Anybody see
Gandolfini. At least you don't breathe like Gandolfini. But I do love you, Jesse. No, Sean, I mean, we eat pretty good in this house, but I kind of watch what I eat here and there. I don't drink like I used to. I mean, I was never a big drinker, but once the summer comes, I'll be back there drinking cold beer, in the afternoon. Sometimes in the morning right after the show if I don't go to the senior center. But enough fluff. I love you guys. The floor is open. Questions or comments. Anthony is here. Tom Macrina, you know him as Right Cape, is in the chat room. We love him. He put something in Slack channel today, and I made a joke. He said something about one of our other guests, and I says, you can't say anything until you've been on the show. All right, so we love you, Tom. I was just messing with you. Let me just tell you the floor is open. I want to go right into our featured capper over at Sports Memo today. Getting the $2 Thursday deal is no small feat. You got to be hitting big winners. You got to be in demand. You got to be firing on all cylinders. And Sean Higgs is our featured $2 capper at Sports Memo. He has his MLB moneymaker up there for $2. I got to tell you, you can't get a lap dance at a Boulder Highway strip club, and those girls ain't got no teeth for $2. And I will tell you, you'll probably leave the strip club and need to go get a film shot anyway. Sean is on fire. He is the $2 featured capper. They don't give that to just any capper. I'll tell you what, man, for $2, whether you bet $10 a game or 10,000 for that small $2 investment, you will get back an immediate return. Sean's going to tell you what he has been doing, what you can expect of him on the premium side. He's got a free play winner. He may not be able to stay the entire show because being the $2 featured capper, he's going to jump on the Wager Talk today's show at 9. But you know what? He may stick around if we get off early. But I want him to tell you his free play and what you can expect from him on the premium side over at Sports Memo. Sean, take it away.
Yeah, so speaking of big heads, Jesse, I'm right up there with you with this giant noggin in the full screen. Boy, I hate the full screen. And look, a $2 capper, I was like, wow, all right, big stuff for the newbie, but I'll take it. And it's a good spot for people who might not know who I am or never heard of me, whatever. $2 worth a shot. I'm feel good about baseball, so you go get that. But today we're gonna roll out a little free pick for the First Family here on YouTube and the Twitter world or wherever you're watching. So a little baseball action. We'll jump into that here with the Angels and the Rangers. Angels, nice little fast start for them, winning some games. Probably a little overachieving month, right? People thought what this team's going to be. I'm not really going to look at the side here because I'm going to look at the total based on career rocker here for the Rangers. All right, young guy, throws a lot of heat, but you know what? The location, should we say, is just not there. You could strike out guys in the minors, blow past them. Majors doesn't work that easy. And you see it. Striking out, like 2 guys a game, hits all over the joint. I mean, It's ridiculous. He has a 333 batting average against. I mean, everybody's hitting him every 3 innings, 7 hits, 4 innings, 8 hits. He's going to give up hits. He's going to give up runs because, lo and behold, as I just mentioned with the Angels, they are number 3 in home runs for the year. Not too bad. They got a little pop. Sneaky kind of team because you just think of they lose Ohtani. Oh, my goodness. They had Trout and Ohtani can't make the playoffs. They got some guys who could hit a little bit here, and they've been hitting early. Couple that with a bad pitcher, Kumar Rocco just throws strikes, and he's near the plate. It's not like he's walking 10 guys. He's near the plate, and people are putting the bat on the ball. I'm going to go over to 9.5 here. I did see a couple 10s, but 9.5 basically everywhere in this game. I'm going over here for the first family show. Fellas, let's go over 9.5 Angels and the Rangers.
Great stuff from the Jersey Wise guy. He says, take over 9.5 Angels, Rangers. It's a winner. You will be too if you follow him there. More importantly, guys, he's got the $2 play. If he's a $2 featured capper at SportsMemo, he's got his MLB moneymaker. Listen, Sean and I have been friends for 15, 20 years, I'll tell you that, since he was down to a meek 3 had hair. But I want you to know.
I did have a little hair when we first started.
Yes, I did. I had hair back then. That was towards the end. I'll tell you, I was still recovering from that whole relationship thing. I'm telling you. My eyebrows grew back, but the hair didn't. Sean is one of the best in the business. He has been for decades. For a $2 investment, I'll tell you right now, if you know him, you know how good he is. If you are unfamiliar with Sean, I will tell you, for a $2 investment, you'll get to know him. You'll get on the plus side today before you head into the pillow tonight. And then, you know what? It lays the foundation for the future relationship with Sean. He's going to stick around for a little bit if you have any questions or comments for him. We got Joey V in the chat room. Joey, good morning. I love you. I love you. I love you. Speaking of love, guys, I want to talk about someone else I love. Jesse and I have been friends for many years, and we have a lot of fun with each other. And we never know if he is wearing pants when he's on the show. Rumor has it he's not. I love him. But one thing we don't have to question is Jesse's ability to win. And Jesse, for many years, has been winning in every sport, every season. You'll always see his name atop the leaderboard, not just during the season, but at the end of the season. It's one thing to finish strong. It's one thing to start strong. It's a whole other thing when you are strong the entire season and go into the postseason. He's one of the best postseason cappers out there. I know he's ready for the NHL. I know he's ready for the NBA. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him at SportsMemo. He's got a free play winner. Take it away, Jess.
Yeah, so I'm going to look at the series between the Minnesota Timberwolves and the LA Lakers. And I'm going to be honest, while I do like the pick that I'm going to give out today, the real reason why I'm giving it out on this show is because I wanted to talk about a tweet that I saw courtesy of Mr. Sean Higgs last night. I was scrolling through Twitter and I saw LeBron James is a minus 54 in plus minus, bottom 20% of the league. And I just found that mind-boggling, even though I'm well aware that LeBron James is no longer the superstar that the media represents him to be. He hasn't been for many years now. And in the NBA, you have to be careful about the media spinning false narratives and propping up teams and players that they want to promote, that they figure are good for their bottom line, good for the game. It's more prevalent in the NBA than other sports, but you've seen it in the past in other sports. Think of the UFC when they were propping up Ronda Rousey, and then she got beat up by that little blonde girl the first time she actually fought anybody tough. That comes to mind. But we got the Minnesota Timberwolves coming into LA. Minnesota was one of the hottest teams in the NBA down the stretch, finished the season winning 16 of their final 20 games. Their top 5 defense wins championships. Minnesota did take 2 of 3 in the season series. And the Lakers, they got Luka Doncic. He's great, but you don't often see a guy come over, play 15 or 20 games with a team, and then they go on to win a championship. Keeping in mind LeBron, when he took his talents to South Beach, it took a couple years to get things going in Miami. LeBron's well past his prime. Luka has trouble staying healthy. Anthony Edwards is an up-and-coming potential MVP candidate. He led the NBA and made three-pointers. He's in the prime of his career. He's healthy. He's young. He's got a ton of energy. This Minnesota team, they ran out of gas when they faced Luka last year. this is the first round. I think they're going to come to play, and I think they're the better team, and that you're getting plus 165. I do believe this is the case of a wrong team favored. Let's take Minnesota to get the upset in the first round.
My good buddy, Jesse, the Iceman Schule, says take the T-Wolves to win the series. Great points, great betting angles, as usual, from Jesse, who is always as entertaining as he is informative. Guys, he made some great points there. Jesse, what do you got going on the premium side that people can expect from you? Not just today, but maybe over the next few days with the NHL and NBA playoffs coming up.
So I do have a 5-pack of NBA playoff plays. 3 of those will be on series bets. I have a player prop for one of Saturday's games, and I've got a 5% side for one of the game 1 plays, all available in a 5-pack. I'm all fired up. I'm planning on cashing in some big plus money tickets with these underdog series props. And I've had a ton of success in the NBA playoffs for the last 10, 15 years. If you're not familiar with it, go check out the website, check out my write-ups, check out my Twitter. You'll see what I've been doing in the past with the NBA playoffs, and we'll look forward to continuing to do that in the future.
Great stuff from Jesse the Iceman Schule, guys. If you love his breakdowns on the free plays, and I know you do, you're going to love his premium releases even more. 5-pack, one of the best in the history of the NBA postseason. Jesse, you made a couple of points. I'll be honest. Between these games that I'm looking at, I circled 5 games. 4 are underdogs. 1 is a small favorite. So I'm looking at some of these. I'm going to look more in detail today. I'm going to have my stuff up later, but Jesse's going to stick around. You have any questions or comments for him? Sean is sticking around, but I want to talk about Stevie Seagrave. I'm always excited to have Steve on the show. He is one of the brightest young stars in sports betting because not only is he intelligent, he is informative, he is creative, he has a new way of looking at games. He is a documented winner. He's doing amazing work at SportsMemo, not just in NBA, which he's one of the top cappers in the world, but in all sports for 2025. Numbers don't lie. I can tell people I'm 5'8". I'm full of bunk. But one thing I can't lie about is Stevie Seagrave's numbers, okay? His numbers don't lie. He's one of the best in the business. He's got the numbers to back up. I'm going to tell you right now, and we love having him on this show. And I told you, Steve, this is like the mob. Once you're in, there's only one way leaving. We ain't letting you go anywhere, buddy. We're keeping you here. Steve's going to tell you what he's been doing at SportsMemo. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side of SportsMemo. He's got a free play winner. Take it away, Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Joe. I am in action this weekend. I have a ton of NBA plays, and I also will be in action tonight in the MLB. Actually, it's a late afternoon game for the MLB. And I finished last season number 1 over at SportsMemo for the NBA playoffs, and I have a great postseason package that you guys can check out. I'll tell you about after. But today's free play, let's look to Saturday night, look ahead, and get some value on a line before this one goes up. I'm going to go Jalen Brunson to go over 2.5 3-pointers made. You can get that at even money right now. I expect it maybe to go up to minus 110, minus 120 by tip-off. So Brunson has cleared this line in 3 of 4 this year against the Pistons. He actually hit 6 in one of their head-to-head games this year. He's had a ton of volume. He's had 7+ 3-point attempts in all 4 of those games. He had 9 in one of those games. Now he's facing this Pistons team, allowing the 6th highest 3-point percentage this season to opposing teams, and they've allowed the 10th most 3-pointers to opposing point guards as well. We know Tibbs is going to play his players for a ton of minutes. Brunson's probably barely going to leave the court in this game. He's going to at least play 40 minutes, I'm sure. And he's been a lot better at home as well, where he's hit this line in 54% of his games compared to 45% on the road. So he's been a lot better in New York, ton of volume, and I expect him to bury at least 3 in game 1 against Detroit.
Great stuff from Stevie Seagrave, who's killing it in all sports, but I'll tell you right now, he's red hot in the NBA and has been all season long. This is a guy, if you follow him in the NBA postseason, you're going to follow him to the bank. Steven, once again, can you tell everybody what you got going on the premium side, please?
Yeah, like Jesse, I have a bunch of NBA plays this weekend. I'll be in action in the NHL eventually as well. MLB today, and you can grab that NBA postseason pack right now, $149, take you right through the NBA Finals. And like I said, we had a lot of success this season in the NBA. a lot of success last year in the postseason, so I'm looking for that to continue. Despite a slow start last night, I had a rough night in the NBA last night, but we're going to look to bounce back. It's about the long term. I'm not too worried about one night. I'm gonna look at this whole playoffs as a whole and hopefully come out on top again.
Great stuff from Stevie Seagrave. I love the integrity from Steve, and maybe that's why SportsMemo swiped him right up and brought him aboard on SportsMemo. Once again, one night is never going to make you or break you. I've seen guys, especially with the explosion of social media, hey, I had a great night last night. Then you don't hear from them for 3 more weeks. Stevie Seagrave was telling you, man, he had a bad night last night. But today is the day to jump on, take advantage of that postseason package. He has been a proven winner all NBA season long. One night, that just tells me to follow him tonight because he bounces back because he's that good. He's going to stick around. If you have any questions or comments, I know we're getting a lot of stuff in the chat. Real quick, guys, I want to tell you about the First Lady of Las Vegas, Dionne D'Amico. Number 2 overall capper last 7 days at SportsMemo. There's a banner up right there for her. 64% baseball run. She's killing it. I woke up this morning. I had a crappy day. She had another good day. I want to punch her in the face, but I love her. What can I do? I love that face. MLB early game winner posted right now at SportsMemo. So right after the show, go follow Dionne. You're going to follow her to the bank. Now I want to brag about me. I can tell you guys, the last couple nights, I crapped the bed. No excuses, no nothing. I take full responsibility. But unlike a lot of people in this business, I'm not a general in the back of the war. Go get them guys, charge. I'm a sergeant. I'm in the trenches with you. I'm bleeding. I'm shot. I'm tore up. I'm muddy. I'm bloody. And I want you to know every game I put out, I bet. And so on winning days, I'm twice as happy. I've won my bets, and I know you're following me tomorrow. On losing days, I'm twice as pissed off. Not only did I lose my bets, I know I've let you down, which is big on me, but I know you're probably not going to follow me the next day either. But I promise you this, I posted 1 baseball game tonight. 1 game, all right? This is my first MVP release of the campaign. Every year, these things hit 60, 65, 70%. I don't put a ton of them out there, but when I put them out there, they make you money. Plus, later this evening, you're going to have my NBA playoff releases. I'm going to tell you right now, there's going to be at least 1, possibly 2, 5%, 5-unit plays. All right, I don't drop too many of those. I dropped one the other day in baseball. Thank you, New York Mets. I love you, but I'm coming in with them in a free play in a minute. But I want you to know I don't drop too many of those, and I certainly don't drop back-to-backs. There's going to be at least 1, possibly 2. I love several games in the first round of the NBA playoffs, and as you know, numbers don't lie. Go look at my numbers. Over the years in the NBA postseason, I picked up as much as not 40 units, but 40 games in the postseason. 40 games, okay? I'm telling you right now, 50 and 10 is games, things I've done in the postseason. Numbers don't lie. I'm not bullshitting you, okay? I kill it every postseason. This will be my best one yet. I want to tell you about my free play today, guys. Yes. I want to talk about one of the most interesting matchups on the board for Thursday, and that's the Cardinals-Mets contest. St. Louis, despite possessing one of the most potent offenses in the majors, is sitting at just 9-9, tied for 3rd place in the NL Central. And let's be honest, this is not the most talented division in baseball. It seems no matter what this team does at the plate, they just can't string together a win streak. Not since the first 3 games of the season in which they went 3-0 to start off the campaign have they done better than 2 wins in a row. I think they've only done it once or twice. Their pitching has been erratic at best. As far as New York goes, despite dropping back-to-back games, they still sit atop the NL East at 11-7. Their offense possesses statistics that rank in the bottom third. So just the opposite, guys, as we just talked about with the Cards, in just about every major category. It's been their pitching that has brought them success thus far. They are the best in baseball with a team ERA of 2.38. I feel this matchup isn't just about the Cardinals' bats against the Mets' arms. I think this is also about location. St. Louis loses something when they travel. They're just 1-5 away from home this season, while New York, they own a very impressive 5-1 Market City field. The Mets also come in here a little hotter with a lot of confidence, guys. They know they've taken 4 in a row and 7 of the last 10 meetings in this NL rivalry. I'll take New York at home here, and I'll take the bookmakers' money. You follow me, you'll take it too. But more importantly, I have my first MLB MVP release of the season. It's already posted. All right. And by this evening, I will have at least 1, or possibly more than 1, 5% release in the NBA first round playoffs. But I'm going to have several of those games, I'm telling you right now. Let me bring on the panel. We've got some questions and comments. Then we'll get some final thoughts from everybody. And then if you came in late, we're going to run down the free plays. I want to do a little promoting. Stevie Seagrave, one of the best in the NBA anywhere on the planet this season. He's got an NBA package. Jesse's always hot. He's got a 5. I think he said a 5-pack already posted. Jesse, is that correct?
For the NBA? 5 players.
Okay. And then my good buddy Sean Higgs, they grabbed him, brought him on SportsMemo for a reason, because he can back it up, man. He is amazing. He's a featured $2 capper. Let me put that banner up. He's doing great stuff. For $2, I don't care what you bet, guys. If you bet $10 parlays or you bet $10,000 a game, for a $2 investment, you will have an immediate return. Before you head into the pillow tonight, you'll be in the plus column following Sean. If you know him, you know it's worth it. If you don't, this is your way to get your feet wet with Sean Higgs. He's a winner. And don't forget about the First Lady of Las Vegas, 64% MLB run. She's got an early game posted, number 2 overall capper the last 7 days. She told me to tell everybody from down the hall, she's, I'm going to have some NBA put up tonight. Make sure you tell them, or I'm going to call that divorce lawyer. She knows where all the money is and the bodies are buried. So I'm at her beck and call, guys. I'll tell you that. Let me get some closing thoughts and comments from the panel, and then we're going to run down the free plays. We're going to get Sean out of here in time, that you can take advantage of these free plays. And then I want you to go over to Wager Talk and watch Sean. Sean has a different play he's putting up on the Wager Talk show than he gave out today. I love Sean. Speaking of winners, Jesse Schule, closing thoughts and comments for our panel out there. For our viewers out there.
Well, just in case I didn't piss off the LeBron fans enough already, I want to remind everybody, LeBron minus 54 in plus minus this season, bottom 20% of the league. And just to put that in perspective, we'll give you some plus minus of top players in the league. I'm not going to say other top players. I'm just going to say top players. Joker plus 594, SGA plus 918, Luka plus 334, Steph plus 299, Ant plus 271, Giannis plus 334, LeBron minus 54. Maybe they should trade LeBron for Julius Randle. They'd be doing better.
Gotta love Jesse Schule. Loves to stir that pot. But, guys, he's an excellent chef, I'll tell you that. Sean Higgs, closing thoughts and comments?
I won't jump on the floppy, but I did put some ribby props in the chat here. Pavin Smith for Arizona. This game goes early against Miami, plus 145. Kyle Stowers for the Marlins, plus 245. Ribby props basically 38 and 49 plus 2,055 for me this year.
Great stuff. Not only winning on those games he's putting out, he's winning on those props. Sean Higgs, check the comments. Smith, Arizona, plus 145. Miami, Stowers, plus 245. You got to love this stuff. You're getting bonus free stuff. Don't forget to follow Sean. I'm going to give everybody all the discounts again in a minute. Stevie, closing thoughts and comments.
Just looking forward to the weekend with the NBA actual playoffs actually officially starting after these play-in games. I agree with Jesse on the Timberwolves. I have that play as well, the T-Wolves to win that series against the Lakers. I think it's their time to bust through. We talked about on Tuesday how I really like this Timberwolves team to do some damage in the postseason. And I wanted to wish Sean good luck on his $2 play. You can't beat that. You can't beat that $2 for $2 on a Thursday.
I hope it wins. Everybody, use $2 doesn't come out of the world. That $2, I'll take a shot for $2.
Yeah, you're either the hero or the.
That's everybody, right? We put a game up, we think it's going to win, right? We're going to bet a game we don't think it's going to lose, but I don't say it's added pressure, but at $2, you're going to get a lot more sales and eyes on it than in just a regular 3-pack or a standalone game, whatever. So.
No, absolutely.
It's good though. They get to see your write up though and stuff like that. So it gives a lot of exposure to see what you're all about. It's pretty cool.
And Sean will win that game, and I'm sure it's a great game that he didn't tell me what it is before he came on the show, and he should have. So I don't have to pay the $2. But that's just Sean. I love Sean. But Sean is the winner. You follow him. You're going to follow him to the bank. But I think Steve showed a lot of class just now. Steve, this is why we love you here. This is why you're a fan favorite. You got a lot of class. You don't mind talking about other people. We do have to talk about all that Boston stuff in the background. We're going to get you. Yeah. We're going to get you up. We're going to get you put up some Yankees stuff.
He's just trying to butter everybody up by being nice because he's a Sox fan.
Yeah, well, you know what? But he does win, so he's got that in his favor. And he's a classy guy. I like that about him. We're going to run down some free plays. Let me put up some banners real quick again. Sean Higgs has got that. He's a $2 featured capper at SportsMemo. Dion's got a big MLB early game. Jesse's got a 5-pack already posted. Steve is locked and loaded in multiple sports already for the weekend. I have my first MVP play going. It's already posted. It's posted on a baseball game for today. And by this evening, I'll have at least one, possibly 2 or more 5% plays, but there's at least 4 or 5 games I like in that first round. I'll be honest with you. We're going to run down the free plays, and you guys can get out of here and get down to these free plays. But more importantly, guys, everybody here on this panel, as well as all the cappers collectively over at SportsMemo, they're winners. If Steve or Sean or Jesse or myself or the First Lady, Dionne D'Amico, isn't your cup of tea, you will find somebody tailor-made for you at SportsMemo. Go over to SportsMemo after this show. Follow these guys. Follow Steve for the NBA package that he's got the playoff package with NHL. He's got follow Jesse with his 5-pack. Follow Sean's $2 plays or anything Dionne or myself has. You're going to make money. But if one of us aren't your guys, you're going to find somebody tailor-made for you. I promise you that. Let's run down the free plays. Sean, what'd you have for everybody?
We're going over Angels, Rangers, 9.5 runs scored.
Gotta love Sean Higgs. Jesse, the Iceman, Schule.
Minnesota Timberwolves to get the upset in the first round against the Lakers.
Gotta love it. Stevie Seagrave.
Jalen Brunson over 2.5 3-pointers made. Get it before the line moves.
You gotta love it. Get it now, guys. And your sexy and savory hostess tonight. Meet the Mets. Meet the Mets. Come on out and greet the Mets. For those of you in the tri-state area know exactly what I'm talking about. What is that? WOR, right, Sean? Because WPIX was the Yanks.
That's it. WOR for the Yanks. PIX 11 for the Yanks. 9 and 11 back in the
70s
day.
and 80s. That was their song every time the commercial would come on. Oh, my
peak Mets right here, 1987, Ed Hearn. There you go.
Ed Hearn. My goodness, that card's worth a lot of money. Anyway, I love Sean. Sean's the best, guys. I want to thank everybody for chiming in our chat room. I want to thank these great cappers. Tune into all the First Family shows for a ton of free winners, some great betting insights, and a few last two. On behalf of Sean, Jesse, Steve, and us, even the First Lady, she'll be back tomorrow. This is the First Family of Vegas show. This is Joe D'Amico. Everybody out there, good luck and have a winning day.
See ya.